again, Coach Rob here, back again to talk about training focus for my junior and senior football athletes. All right, we got it. 2020, it's a COVID year. You know, you're not being able to have a full season. You know, maybe some people in different states don't even have a season, and you're like, but you want to play collegiate ball. You're not left. You still got gas in the tank. You still want to play football. What you should be doing. All right. So, what you should be doing, first of all, regardless if you have a season, if you got a skeleton season like we got here in Texas, and you're getting to play a few games, whatnot. One of the things you need to be able to focus on, you need to be focusing on your measurables. One of the things you can control is your training. All right, you need to be focusing on your measurables. Measurables are what's going to get you at the next level. All right, in college, whether it's D1, D2, D3, NAIA, JUCO, whatever the case may be. That's what's going to help you get to the next level. All right. First thing I'm going to say about that is, look, stats don't matter anyway. Especially, I'm here in El Paso, Texas. All right. One of the athletes that we have, one of the top recruited running backs in the nation, you know, his stats matter. His stats matter because he was top 10 in the nation. At one point in time, he's top number 1 in the nation. All right, so stats necessarily don't matter. All right, because if they're not taking your competition and the fact, they're not taking your competition serious, you can be a quarterback and you can throw for 5,000 yards. And they're going to say you threw for 5,000 yards against lesser competition. All right? One of the things that I will work on is getting ready for camps. For my seniors, camps are going to be crucial. Camps and social media is going to be crucial. You need to be doing those drills on your Instagram, doing those drills on your Twitter, all right, that replicates exactly what you're going to be doing in game time. Coaches want to see on my 3-step drop. Am I doing the 3-step drop? You know, they want to see, am I backpedaling properly? You know, they want to see, can I flip my hips? Can I turn it over my hips? Do, you know, my offensive linemen. They want to see how explosive. Do you look the part? When you take your shirt off, you know, do you look the part? If I'm a defensive back, you know, do I got a belly hanging over? Am I a quarterback? You know, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. That day and age of the Tom Brady, you know, with the body that don't look the part, that's over. That is over. Everybody on the football field nowadays is an athlete. You look at the NFL just now, and you look at all these young quarterbacks nowadays that's making impacts, and these guys are young, left college early, and they're making huge impacts because they're athletes. But number one is, do you look the part? And I tell all my athletes that, do you look the part? You know, height, weight, body fat percentage. Do you pass the eye test? I got it. Don't worry, you know, don't worry about too much of the other things outside of that. But those are things that you control. You can't control your height. You know, genetics is what it is. You can't control your height, but your body weight you can. Your body fat percentage you can. Do you pass the eye test? That's going to be huge. If I'm looking for a 6'1" defensive back and I come up and you 6'1", but you don't have too much muscle tone, you're just a little bit skinny. You know, you 6'1", 150 pounds, you know, am I going to take the chance on you when I can go take the chance on the other guy that's 6'1", 195 pounds, 185 pounds? You know, am I going to do that? Probably not. All right. My second thing is, all right, do you meet the measurements? All right, there's pretty much 5 standard exercises no matter what combine you go to. It's going to be the 40, it's going to be the 5-10-5, it's going to be the 3-cone drill, it's going to be the vertical jump, and it's going to be the broad jump. If you don't have that as part in your training regimen to be improving those at all times, you know, working on those, then shame on you. You need to be in a training regimen that's focusing on those. Those are measurables. Those are pretty much standard. No matter what combine you go to, all the way up, you know, you're trying to, high school combines, college combines, no matter what level, those are going to be 5 of the drills. You need to be trying to master those drills, right? You need to understand the mechanics, how to come in and out. What are we talking about? I'm just being honest with you. Like, what are we doing? Seriously, you need to be strong. You gotta be explosive. Big boys, you gotta be strong. Also, for my big boys, you gotta ask yourself, what else do you do? Do you wrestle? If you're wrestling, if you're a big boy, all right, and you're one of my big dogs out here, and you wrestle, that sends the message to the coach that, hey, I got a guy with some tenacity. I got a guy with some grit. He ain't just big. He's out here. He don't mind working a little bit hard, because we all know wrestling is tough. All right. Do you do track? All right. Are you doing track? Are you doing something in the summertime, or are you just sitting at home? All that goes back to, do we do sports? All right. Are we doing other sports? Like I said, for my linemen. Now I'm gonna be honest with you. Through high school, a lot of our receivers, defensive backs, I'm gonna be honest with you, they can get away with not doing the power lifts, not doing the Olympic lifts if they are blazing fast. All right, but I will tell them there's a shelf life on that as well. All right, and you're not gonna be able to always do that. But my big boys, my linemen, everybody in the trenches, if you're a middle linebacker, if you're a defensive lineman, you're an offensive lineman, we want to know, what is your bench press? What is your squat? What is your snatch? What is your clean? If you know how to do these things, the sooner the better. But if you don't know how to do these things and you're not very strong, you're not very explosive in those, it's not gonna look good. You do not meet the measurements. You gotta be able to meet the measurements. So we gotta understand that. All right, last thing, 4 cone drills. Cone drills and ladder drills are great, but they are overrated. All right, they are overrated. You need to be able to come in and out of breaks. All right, that's great, but you need to also be able to replicate the movements on the field. If I'm a receiver, if I'm a defensive back, if I am a running back, I want to know that you can get the ball. All right, these college coaches want to know, can you get your pad level low? Can you come in and out of the break, acceleration? Can you hit a jump cut? Can you hit a spin? Can you do these different types of things? That's what they want to see. This is the type of videos that you need to be posting on your Instagram. This is what you need to be posting on your Twitter. This is what you need to be, you're showing out there. If I still want to play collegiate level ball, this is one of the things that I want to be able to do. We have to be able to showcase this type of thing. Don't get caught up in showing, because there's many athletes out here who can do cone and ladder drills, and they can make it look real pretty, but when they get on the field, they cannot play football. They cannot play the sport. We have to be able to show that we can play the sport. That's what coaches want to see. They want to see that you're strong, they want to see you meet the measurables, and they want to know if you can play this sport. All right, that's it. It's Coach Rob, Performance Sports Academy. I appreciate y'all. Like, comment, and share. See y'all next time.